So, syempre, kaya kayo nandito, you love books. And if you love books, sometimes, deep inside you, meron din kayong, you also want to write. There's a desire within you na, siguro poetry, I have an idea, but I don't know what to do about it. So, how am I going to create something? And here, makikita nyo, creative writing, it involves a lot. And there are actually different forms to it, like short stories, novels, yan, ang dami dito, novels. And then, mga plays, screenplays, iba-iba yan. Yung mga ideas in your head, hindi nyo alam kung paano bang gagawin ko? And what exactly do I want to create? Sometimes it's a painting, sometimes it's an artwork, but sometimes it can go into several books, series na yung makikreate nyo. So it really depends. And in this session, that's what I'm going to talk about. On the far right side, ito naman yung kung na-identify nyo na. I want to write a play, or I want to write a short story. Pero ika-classify nyo pa yun further. So yung idea nyo, ano ba yung naiisip nyo idea? Is it something about boy meets girl? They fall in love, they marry? So that's romance, diba? If it ends happily, that's a romance. But there are also other types like fantasy, historical fiction. Bridgerton. Sino nakapanood ng Bridgerton? So, that one is of course, it falls under historical fiction naman. So, napakadami. Yung mga ideas nyo, all you have to do is cultivate them. Ipunin nyo siya, and then later on, ma-identify nyo, ano ba yung kailangan nyo i-write? Ano yung gusto nyo i-write? It will call out to you. And then, eto na. I have an idea. Ang dami. But I don't know what to do about it. Ano bang gagawin ko? So the first thing you have to do is, you shouldn't be overwhelmed with your ideas. Minsan, naisip nyo, I think na naginip ako kagabi. I had this strangest dream. There's a vampire, they're talking inside the forest. Parang, alam nyo na, di ba kung sino yun? That's Stephanie Meyer. That's how she came to write about Twilight. Napanaginipan niya yun. And then, pwede din naman na gusto mong maging superhero. Pero in real life, you cannot become one. Kasi paano ba yan? Paano ka ba magiging superhero? Pero, you have an idea for a world. And exactly, yung world na yun, gusto mong mabasa ng lahat. You want to share it with the rest of the world. So, sometimes, that's how it begins. For me, ang simulat ko kasi is about a world where everyone has a special ability and power, except for one. And that for me, it began for me kasi what I really wanted was, gusto ko may power ako. Pag ginawakan ko yung hair ng tao, kung kulot yan, magiging straight. Kung ano yung gusto ng mga tao. So, nagsimula lang doon, gusto ko may power ako eh. So, what if kaya, lahat pala ng tao, mayroong power. So, doon ko siya sinimulan. And then, hanggang sa na-build ko na ngayon world. And lahat sila may kanya-kanyang power. Sometimes it's really funny lang kasi nakakatanong lang siya ng mataas. So, what for? But doon na mag-i-evolve ngayon yung story. So, ipunin natin, ito nakasulat dito, write down all your ideas. And do not discard. Huwag niyong isasantabi o itatapon yung mga ideas mo kasi for all you know, later on, yun pala yung magiging maganda na maisasulat mo and mai-release to the public. And then, stock them all. Anong sabihin? Stock them all. Kasi may idea ka, gusto mo maging superhero. And then, meron kang romance din na idea. Pwede din yun. Meron na ngayon, di ba, romantasy. So, romance and fantasy, they blend together, you have romantasy. Stock mo yung ideas mo, may mga subplots doon, and later on, you will have your own book, and it could even be a series. Okay, eto na. Ano yung mga sample ng ideas? So dito, parang naka-classify niya the different ideas that anyone can have. So sample na natin na. Ito nasa lower right. An introverted writer receives anonymous love letters that inspires her to step out of her comfort zone and find the sender. So from the sound of it, ano sa tingin niyo siya? Introverted writer. Oh, hindi na yung makakalamin kung mga writers ito dito. So ito is a sample of a common plot na romance. And the good thing about having ideas is, hindi nyo siya kailangan i-reinvent. Ang dami-dami ng ideas, lalagyan nyo lang siya ng konting, ititweak nyo lang ka. And you have your own concept na. Yung, tignan nyo, yung mga romance books, ano ba yan? Di ba, ang gagawin nyo lang dyan, boy meets girl, so kailangan may na-identify kayo na characters. O kaya, boy meets boy, or girl meets girl, di ba? It doesn't matter, it's love. And then, after that, isipin nyo, paano kung mabubuhay mga characters? Kailangan ma-identify mo saan lugar siya. Is it Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, or maybe outer space? So, who knows, di ba? Depende talaga yun sa pag-craft nyo ng story. And then, after that, kailangan nyo maisip, paano ba sila mag-meet? How are they going to meet? Yun yung mga critical questions that you should have an answer to if you really want to finish a book. Okay? Another sample. Ito naman, two estranged siblings inherit a map from their late grandfather, leading them on a treasure hunt that takes them to remote corners of the world and hence their relationship. So from the sound of it, ano siya? So mukhang sasakay ng mga train, mabulan, di ba? Meron silang map. So this one is an adventure. Okay? So yan, madaming ideas. Minsan, sa daily life natin, isipin nyo lang, ano ba yung mga common na nangyayari sa akin? Hindi nyo kailangan lumayo. Halimbawa ngayon, nandito kayo sa fair. What if? Nandito ako sa fair, may bibili na akong book. Last piece na yung book na yun. When I grabbed it, somebody else grabbed it. At nagka-holding hands kami. That is already the beginning of a good story. And isipin nyo, hindi siya unique, diba? Pwede nabasa nyo na siya. Pwede napanood nyo na siya. Pero ang crucial element is you. Kasi kayo yung magtatahi-tahi. Kayo yung tatapos ng story. Gusto nyo ba maging masaya sila? Or morbid ka ba? Para ka bang si G.R.R. Tolkien? Madami yung papatayin din sa book mo. So depende yan. And that's the beauty of being a writer. Kasi this time around, you're the one creating and you want to share it. Okay? And then, sa dami ng ideas na yun, napapanaginipan mo na. At the end of it all, pipili ka. You have to choose. It doesn't mean na kapag nakapili ka na, that's the end of it. Pwede later on, naisip mo na nasa kalagitnaan ka, nagka-writer's block ka, hindi mo na matuloy. Nakita na sila, masaya sila. Pero wala pang conflict. Ngayon, may ka-office ka, may kwento sa iyong magandang experience, and what you want to happen is to also write a story similar to that, pero hindi mo sila makonect. So you can take a pause dun sa whatever you're writing, and then start another story. And then later on, you can always go back to that other story. So, that's the beauty of having all of those ideas stacked up. And then, kung minsan, naubusan kayo ng idea, ayun, brainstorming lang, brainstorming. And tatandaan nyo, what you read, di ba? The reason you got a book, the reason you bought a book is because na-attract kayo. Usually, it's the cover, di ba? Ganda ng cover niya eh. Parang ang galing ng artist. O kaya, cover pa lang, i-book na niya yung emotions, di ba? Minsan, natatakot na ako, tingnan ko lang yung cover. At times, yun namang title. Kaya ito yung mga bagay na kailangan pag-iisipan natin. Kasi mabasa pa lang yung title, marinig yung title, gusto mo lang bilhin yung book. Hindi ka naalis sa bookstore. So, those are very important elements. And if you do not read, even if ang ganda-ganda ng sinulat mo, hindi mahihirapan ka i-market ito later on. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano nga ba yung nakaka-attract sa mga tao to buy a book. So therefore, you keep on reading, you learn from the craft of others, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, copy, but don't plagiarize. Style lang. Style lang, yung story lang. But of course, you have to write everything on your own. And then, sometimes, yung sabi kasi ng iba, huwag daw mag-TV masyado. Pero from TV, you will also learn a lot from the dialogue. What if ang gusto mong salatin is Tagalog, di ba? Pero hindi Tagalog yung native tongue mo. So, paano magagawa ng dialogue na mukhang makapagpapalakan? Na hindi parang sinabuseries ang yung nagsasalita. Yung mga lolo-lola natin, di ba? So, syempre, manood ka ng TV. Kasi sa TV, makikita mo paano talaga nag-uusap yung mga tao. Social media, yung mga mahilig mag-vlogs, mahilig mag-post ng videos, makikita mo dito how it's being done, how people really talk. Otherwise, magmumukha yan na parang robot yung nagsasalita yung sagot mo. And then, of course, very important, observe. Kasi, halimbawa, when you write a book, start pa lang ng book mo. Minsan, nung unang panahon, usually ang nagiging start is, i-describe yung itsura ng babae. And i-describe yung itsura ng lalaki. Tapos yun yung start ng book. So, paano kung may engage? Sinabi lang, matangkad, wapo. Pero nawawalan minsan ng salsa. So, that's why you have to observe. Kasi by observing, you can really masushow mo kung ano yung dinidepict ng isang scenario na gusto mong iparating. Madi-describe mo siya properly in such a way that the reader will be able to imagine and recreate that scene in his or her head. So that's why, that's the power of observation. And last but not the least, talk to people. Ayan, very important. Kasi bakit? Kasi it's also like brainstorming. Siyempre, hindi naman intentionally na, uy, kumusta ba yung love story ng beshi ko? Kumusta ba yung love story ng beshi ko? Parang yung nagsusunod. Hindi naman gano'n. There are bits and pieces na mapipick up mo from that conversation which will help you create your story, which will help it make real. And kapag real siya, ano nangyayari? Relatable siya, di ba? Kapag relatable siya, kapag binasa ka ng tao, parang makikita mo, ako yun, so kakapusin mo yun. And that's very important when you are storytelling. Okay, so ito. Siyempre, ito yung mga medyo boring na part. Sa lahat naman ng bagay, trabaho, may mga boring talaga na part dyan eh. Pero, tandaan nyo, kailangan ng structure para hindi mawawala yung writer. So, ang pinaka-importante, siyempre, dapat napag-isipan mo, ano yung gusto mong character? Babae ba? Lalaki ba? Kung ba nagsalita sila, both sides. Babaeng perspective, lalaking perspective, may third sex perspective, everything. And then, ano yung plot? Ano yung plot na ibibigay ko dun sa story? This is very important. Kasi dito talaga nagpe-play yung pagiging creative natin. Dito natin i-identify ano yung mga challenges na may encounter. And then later on, paano ma-resolve mo? Kasi madaling magbato ng challenges. Ay, sa kasalan, makita yung bida. And then, ano nangyari? Namatay ba? Nabuhay ba? Niligtas ba ng boyfriend niya? So, madaming mga stories. And yun yung mga critical na kailangan pag-iisipan natin. And then, of course, setting. Yung lugar. Kailangan ma-define natin yan. Kanila na-mention ko sa inyo, di ba? Pag alam nyo na kung ano yung parang genre na pipiliin nyo, whether that's fantasy, or rom-com, or sci-fi, literary fiction, historical fiction, etc. Madi-define din and malilimit kung ano yung setting na ibibigay mo doon. Pero, before we move to the next slide, very important muna na ito yung mga tips. Write about what you know. Ito, napaka-importante nito. Kasi bakit? Kasi mahuhuli ka ng reader. Ano ba, for example, lalaki ka, and ang sinusulat mo ngayon is babae na magsi-CR. Kapag CR, and then describe mo. So, medyo mahihirapan ka to describe it. That's why you observe. Siguro bakit yung sample ko, no? Kasi ito observe. Example. But I think you get my point. That's what's important. When you observe, you know how it's being done, and therefore, you can write about it in a way na as you know, as you see it, and how it's being executed. And then, write about what interests you. Kasi kung you don't find the topic interesting, tapos yun yung sinulat mo, how are you going to make it sound like, how are you going to make it sound very interesting for the person who will read your book, di ba? Di ba, hindi ka naman mahilig sa alien. So, paano i-describe yung alien? Chances are, sasabihin mo lang, tall siya, green, yung mga nakakatakot. So, ngayon, kung ako, mahilig sa alien, syempre, I'll buy that book. Only to find out, page 2, ang description ng alien ay kulay green. And that's the only thing. So, that's why you don't write about something you don't know about. Unless, of course, you research about the topic. So, ilalove mo pa din talaga yung craft before you write about something. And then, write about what you read, yun. Yun yung last. Kasi makikita mo yung style, how it's being written, how the storyteller handles shift ng voices. Kasi minsan, so, where's the craft? Minsan, as simple as tamang tense ng sentence, or tamang past participle, or ang habang nagawin mo, he said, etc. Makikita niyo sa book how it's being handled. So you will learn a lot from reading. And then, syempre kanina na-mention natin yung plot. Kasi sa pag-plot, merong iba't ibang ways para makapag-define ka ng structure to your story. And take a look at this. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or maybe a combination of both, which is pantser? Ano yung plotter? Pag sinabi mo plotter, na-plot niya. Susulat niya lahat. The structure of the book, naka-bullet points yun, naka-details, ano mangyayari, chapter, sub-chapter, parts, such that hindi siya nahihirapan, hindi siya mawawala kung saan papunta yung book. And if that person is trying to meet 100,000 words, alam mo yung distribution, 55,000 words na per chapter. So that's the beauty of being a plotter. But some people do not work that way. Some are not very organized. They want to write in the seat of their pants. So that's why it's called pantser. Pag pantser naman, ang assumption doon is, umupo ka lang, listen mo yung idea, and then you start writing. And you are also able to execute and finish your book. Now, the third one is a pantser naman. So, as the term implies, pinag-combine niya yung dalawa, the plotter and the pantser. And this one, parang pinaghahalo na yung element. Sometimes kailangan niya ng structure, but gusto niya din ng creative freedom. Na later on, basta kung ano yung pumasok sa isip niya, that's how it's going to flow in that work. So, identify nyo. Tingnan nyo. What do you think, saan kayo masasucceed para ma-finish yung book? If you're just beginning to write, my suggestion is make a plan. Kasi parang hindi nawawala. At some point, hindi magsastock bigla yung work. And ang maganda kasi sa plotter, romance yung gusto yung sinatin. Kung kayo ng romance books, tignan nyo yung chapter 1. Ano na yung chapter 1? Ay, nagkita sila. Pwede nyo, gamitin. Chapter 1, that's what you're going to do. Chapter 2, ano nangyari? Naggalit yung babae dun sa lalaki. So there needs to be an interaction. So, buha kayo. Plot number, chapter 2. An interaction between the main characters where the girl gets mad at the boy. Or something like that. So, ipapay nyo lang. Sa chapter 3, ano nangyari? Naging kaibigan na sila. Gawin na din. But, do not plagiarize the words. Remember that. Create your own story. Papay from the structure. Kasi ang dami. Get one book here. Pag really, ipapay na din yung story nyo, you will be able to create your work. As long as you are disciplined. Okay? So, that's why, sa side ko naman, for me, pantser ako. So, in my head, naisip ko ano gusto ko mangyari sa story. Ano pala yung ending, until then, So in that sense, parang nagpapag-pattern din. Pero, how it gets there, wala siyang structure. Hindi ko siya pina-plot out. And then sometimes, ito po medyo matagal-tagal na kayo writer. When I was just starting out, nabasa ko doon sa isang writing book. Sabi niya, at some point, if you create your characters well enough, they will develop their own characters such that they are going to move inside your head and you are going to be left with just writing what they're doing. And that happened to me. So, maganda yun. Basta build your characters na strong. Meaning, when I say strong, it's not strong physically or strong personality, not exactly like that, not literally like that. But rather, dapat alam mo ano talaga yung pagkatao ng character niya. Such that, alam niya paano mag-react in certain situations. Okay? So, know yourself, i-identify mo, ano ako? Proper, panzer, or a combination of both. Nung nasa books na rin ako ng technology, yung trilogy ko kasi, last book, meron yung 4 parts. Part 1, kaya pa, panzer. Kahit ang kung naisip ko, kaya. Pagdating sa part 2, kaya pa din. Panzer pa din, kaya pa isulat. Pagdating ng part 3, medyo nahihirap na. Kasi gusto ko matapos na yung pag ginawa ko na bang panzer ulit, baka hindi ko siya matapos. So, therefore, next time na ako mag-plan. Medyo nahirap kasi lahat ng mga loose ends na naiwan, kailangan isasarado mo siya. And you can only do that and satisfy your audience if you're able to close it up. So therefore, nag-plot na ako ng part 4 ng book 2. And that's how I was able to finish the story. So yan, but ang tip ko is if you're just beginning, i-plot mo muna. Para mas makikita nyo yung progression of your life. Okay, ito, further tips. On writing. This is very important, no? Kasi when you start to write, parang iniisip mo lang yung sarili mo muna, di ba? Gusto natin, want to be a writer. It's a lifelong dream of mine. So, no one's going to take that away from you. But remember, who are you writing for? Don't forget the readers. Kasi the readers, sila yung may interest, sila yung magkakaroon sa story mo. And then, write the first draft. Write the first draft. And when I say first draft, ito yung very close na to being garbage. Pag first draft, it depends, no? Merong writers kasi na very, they really want to write as much as possible near perfect ka agad. Parang maayos ka din ang construction, literary fiction yung gusto ko, so kailangan maganda yung prose. But, you know, if you're just starting, getting the hang of it, my suggestion is to write it without thinking about grammar and punctuation muna. Ang goal natin is you get to write 500 words per day muna. Parang isang habang text message lang yan sa kaibigan. And actually, if you're creative enough, sometimes naisip, gawa na lang ako ng book, nagte-text kami ng barkada namin. Matatapos din, masasolve din namin yung murder mystery na gusto kong gawin. So yun, hindi ko niyang style yan. And then, dyan sa first draft na yan, paano mo ma-execute yan? Set a schedule with achievable goals. And when you say achievable goals, halimbawa, sinabi mo, gusto kong makasulat ng libro in 3 months. Is it possible? Possible kung like mo lang yun. But if you say that kailangan makasulat ako ng 20,000 words in a day, tingin niyo ba possible yun? Hindi. Medyo mahirap yun. Even those na gumagamit ng dictation tool, nahihirapang makikita ng 20,000 words in a day. So what more if you are mechanically typing on your laptop? So therefore, nag-set ka pa ng goal, failure ka na kasi ang sobrang taas eh. Hindi ganun dapat. Dapat achievable siya such that every time na-achieve mo siya, you're happy. And because you're happy, you will repeat it and repeat it until it becomes a habit. Okay? And then, find a good writing space. Wherever you are. Kung nasa bahay siya, find a space na tigil mo makakasulat kayo. Kung may mga anak na kayo, isa, hindi masyado maingay, hindi kayo madidistract. kung naman kasama niyo yung parents niyo, siguro in your room, pagtapos na kayong maghugas ng pinggan. Siyempre, dapat yung wala mo ng mga distractions. Basta, the idea is, pag naupo kayo doon, whether it's sa sofa, sa dining table, or sa room nyo, makakasulat kayo. Hindi kayo distracted. That will help you build that habit of daily writing. And then, find the right tools. So, mga writing tools, kailangan nyo yan. One good sample is actually Wattpad. Wattpad kasi pwedeng draft lang muna. Pwedeng draft mo kung mag-release if you're not comfortable with what you've written. Sulat dun. Kasi nasa jeep ka, pwede ka mag-type. Ingat lang sa snapper. Baka snap yung phone natin. Nasa bus ka, pwede ka mag-type. Nasa school ka, biglang pumasok sa isip mo, ay, I want this thing to happen. Type mo. So that's one of the tools, notebook and paper. Huwag masyado malaki kasi mahirapan kayong kunin sa bag. But know that there are tools. Search kayo sa YouTube, check out the different writers. May mga suggestion yan. Paano, how to keep yourself not distracted so that you can finish the writing. Sample yan, Velu, Grammar, Enhanced Writer. But some of these are paid applications. So, check nyo muna kung ano yung mga free available in the market so that you can immediately get onto it and wala kayong parang isipin na, ay, hindi ba? Tsaka na lang, pag-ibunan ko ako. Tsaka na lang, and then you keep on relating and hindi na kayo nakalay. So, dun muna tayo sa mga free tools. And then, this one is very important. Join groups, find mentor, and later on, kayo na yung magtutulong din, find mentees. Kasi, the strength talaga is nangyayari in a community. The life of as a writer can be solitary. So, yun yung challenge. When I finished book 1, I resigned. And for 6 months, I did nothing but write. And then I told myself na, hindi, ganun lang yun kasi text ko yung friend ko, we can go out. But it doesn't work that way because they have work. So therefore, it can be solitary. So you need to join the right community, right writing community, whether that's on Facebook or physical na nag-meet up. Just make sure that you have it. And of course, if it does not fit yung specific requirements mo about being a writer, you can always decide to leave that community or that group na nasalihan mo. And then, eto, sino nagsabi nito? Read. Read. To become a good writer, you have to read. This is also an advice coming from Stephen King. And then, of course, finish your task. Huwag mong kakalimutan, balik ka doon. Kahit gano'n ka pangit kung naging ending, balik ka doon. Kasi work mo yun. In your eyes, you should see it as the best piece of work that is. Kasi kung hindi ka naniniwala, sabihin mo, sino pa mabasa ng work mo? But, remember, you have to be open to criticisms. Okay. So, ngayon, nasulat mo na yung draft mo. Ano gagawin mo? Napakadami mo pang gagawin. But, look at what it says here. Steps to polish your craft. Ano ka nasulat? Isa lang. Edit. Lahat. Edit. Hanggang sa may magtatanong na sa'yo, ano yung most read mo and how many times have you read it? Sabihin mo, I've read a book 300 times. Sabi mo, wow, grabe ka. Sobrang ganda naman ng book na yan. Ano ba yun? Yung pala yung manuscript mo yun. Kasi you had to edit it again, and believe me, in the eyes of a writer, yung work mo, laging may mali. Laging may something na i-adjust mo sa page 1 pa lang. Parang ano ba yan? Page 1 pa lang. Glaring. Sa page, But this is really the secret. So edit. Keep editing. And it doesn't have to always be. So una kayo muna yan. Kasi syempre, you don't want to invest so much. Kung may makikita kayong agent or publisher, that will be good. And congratulations to you if you're able to do that. But if you're going to take the route of a self-published author, mas mahirap yan kasi you need to have some cash, para makapag-edit ka. And in editing, madaming types yan. Especially kung fantasy or world building yung ginagawa mo. Kasi kailangan makita yung mga plot holes. So, mamaya, sabihin sa inyo, bakit namatay yun? Eh, dito buhay. Minsan, hindi mo makita yun. Bakit nandito ka sa outer space dito sa chapter na to? Eh, doon sa last chapter, nasa Philippines siya. Ano nangyari? So, those are the things that the editors will be able to spot. Okay? And then, ito. Huwag kayong panghihinaan ng loob as a writer. Be courageous. Ayan. Ano yung sinasabi dito? Read your work. After you read your work, sometimes it will get to a point na, una yung munang reaction is, oh my God, I'm brilliant. That's okay, that's normal. I think writers would tend to feel that way. And then immediately, 2 weeks after, oh my God, my work sucks. I can't read it anymore. My ears are bleeding, my eyes are bleeding. Every time I read it, parang nakikringe ako. That's normal. That's normal. And then, itago mo muna siya. Tago mo kasi at some point kaya i-edit mo, feeling mo perfect na siya. So, keep it. Ignore mo siya. It doesn't have to be a year. Minsan, a week lang. Usually, ang maganda is if it can be several months. Para talagang medyo fresh na siya ulit when you take it out, to take another look, and edit it. And then initially, yung akala mo sobrang ganda na talaga ng story, hindi pa pala, ang dami pa pala kailangan i-fix, and then you can immediately get on to that. And then, you repeat the process. Don't ever get tired. Kasi, you're your first believer. The reason you wrote is because you know that you have a talent, and you want the world to know about the story you're writing. Next is, kung meron kang writing group, share it. Mag-share ka ng advanced reader copies or ARC. And when that happens, that's why it's indicated here, be courageous. Kasi bakit? Kasi you will hear a lot of things. It can vary from something that would crush you or something that would lift you up. Sometimes sabihin sa'yo, ay, yung story mo kasi ano yan eh, nabasa mo na yan. Parang mo naman noon, so parang ba't ko bibilhin yan? Sometimes your friends can be like that. And at the same time, your friends can sometimes be very supportive naman. Ang ganda, grabe, best yan. Alam mo, pag na-release yan, ako yung unang pipila. So, there are lots of different reaction that you will derive from sharing an advanced reader copy. And then of course, what you want to happen is, you listen, and listen well. And whatever they say, sometimes it will be ouch, out, ang sakit naman. Pero that's okay, kasi that's part of the learning process. You can't expect that everyone would say or praise your work or like it the first time they read it. Hindi ganun. So you have to be thick-skinned. Ayan. Hindi masakitin yung damdamin. Kasi yun, mahirap yun. Baka ang mangyari doon, tago mo na lang yung work mo, hindi mo na yung i-release outside. And then, ito na yun, sabi ko, prepare to bleed. And that part, this is what's really going to make your craft polished to a shine. Know that you did your best. Tandaan nyo yun, kasi believing in yourself, that's very important. Ginawa ko yung best ko. Inisip ko talaga kung ano magiging plan. And yet, sometimes, you tend to forget or leave some things behind. And that's all right. And you thought that you are near perfect. Hindi ba pala? Akala lang. But acknowledge nyo growth areas. Basta don't feel down. Don't feel like you didn't do your best. And sana pala, iba na lang yung ginawa ko. Sayang yung isang taon na binuhos ko dito. Don't feel like that. Keep pushing. Listen to those who are mentoring you. Even yung parents nyo, di ba? Usually, hindi naman writer yung mga parents natin. But listen to them. Whether it's criticism or not, welcome it. Pag-isipan nyo, huwag yung pasok dito, labas dito. Think about it kasi usually, when people say something, there's really value to that. You just have to understand. And isipin nyo talaga how it will impact your life. Okay, so yeah. So when you do that, yung mga tips na yon, paano ko ba matatapos yung first draft ko? From idea lang, nabuo ko na siya. Pag nasulat yun na yan, the discipline is there, every day, gumigising na kayo. Kung ang office nyo is 8 a.m., gumigising kayo ng 6 a.m. just to write hanggang 7. And then from 7 to 8, ayan, naliligo na kayo, nagmamadali na kayo mag-office. But you do it daily, or at least thrice a week, magiging habit na siya. And you will be able to finish your work. So just keep on doing that. And kung sakali man, kasi mahirap mag-form ng habit eh. Minsan, sulat ako ngayon, bukas hindi na. Tapos tatamad din na ulit ako. Tapos tatamad din na ulit ako. Minsan mangyayari talaga yun. But, ang pinaka-important tip is, huwag niyo siyang gagawin na sunod-sunod. Halimbawa, na-miss niyo ngayon, nakagising kayo ng maaga, you wrote somewhere, and then naka-finish ka ng 200 words lang, okay lang yan, at least you got some words out. And then tomorrow, na-miss niyo siya. The following day, you have to make it a point na sana huwag niyo siyang ma-miss. Kasi pag nagsunod-sunod na yung misses nyo, yun na yung naging habit. Hindi na yung writing yung habit nyo. Ang naging habit na is yung missing out on things. So, after that, kung masulat nyo na yung first draft nyo, congratulations because you are now on your way to becoming a published author. Madami pa pong steps, and those are the things that I can talk about in other sessions naman. But for this one, it's really just getting all those ideas inside your head onto paper. And then later on, editing it, finish your first draft, and then have other people read it. And once you put it down on paper, later on, it can also be published, whether by a traditional publisher or a self-published. Okay, ito naman, very quickly. Does your genre work for a series? Ganito. Iniisip mo, teka, gusto ko magsulat kasi, pero gusto ko yung mangyari doon sa mga ibang authors na meron silang series. Tapos, nabasa ko sa Amazon. Do you know that Amazon has KDP or Kindle Direct Publishing? And in Kindle Direct Publishing, there's actually a Facebook group. It's called 25 books to 50K. It means that what they're theorizing is that if I write 25 books and I release it, I will make 50,000 USD in 1 year. So that's the theory. So therefore, that Facebook group, madami nakagawa nun. They were able to do that. And how were they able to execute that? By writing daily. Writing daily and what they call fast release. Isang book in 3 weeks, they usually do that. And what happens kasi is nagkakaroon ng traction yun. And usually it works if it's a series that you're writing. Kasi create ka dito ng wolf, lalaki na nagiging wolf, and then there's his mate, and then located yon in a remote place, kumara in Cagayan, and then yung Cagayan pa lang, madami pa doon na iba na nakakapag-transform. So what the writer could do is, yung sa other book naman niya in the series is that yung kaibigan naman, yung story naman nun yung i-expound mo. And then on the third story of the series, yung girl naman na kaibigan nung napangasawa nung una. So that's how you can come up with a series. But very important is to really identify, yun bang gusto ko na genre? Is it something that will work for a series? So if that's your question, eto, tingnan nyo muna to. Usually, ito kasi ang nagkakaroon talaga ng mga series. High potential siya kasi malawak yung world. Example for that is science fiction, fantasy, crime, mystery, young adult, historical fiction, and subgenre. Ang dami-dami na kasi ngayon. Dami-dami na, di ba? Under ng fantasy, yun nga, yung romantasy, yung mga animals, men that turn into animals, etc. There are all those types of tropes. So hanapin nyo lang kung ano yun. And then, later on, when you create, make sure that you have that mindset na magkikreate kayo ng series. And then, before you commit to writing a series, this is very important. Ano yung nakikita nyo na paulit-ulit? Paulit-ulit on the screen. It's remember the reader. Kanina, di ba, I already mentioned that to you. Remember the reader. Kasi sometimes we tend to forget that. We just want to achieve our dream of becoming a writer that we tend to forget who our readers are. But, itong mga guide questions na to are actually for the readers. Like, how long should my series be? Ano ba yung target audience mo? Is it young kids? Kasi kung young kids yan, don't go beyond 100,000 words. The most is probably 60,000 words, 60 to 80, depending on their age. So, think about your readers. Second is, should I outline the whole series or one book at a time? So, pag-isipan nyo din yan. If it's something that's targeted for young audiences, syempre, you need to somehow know where it's going. Like, ang gagawin mo ba is pang grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, parang yearly in the lives of the children. And then, ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat na kailangan nyo talagang pag-isipan. Can I commit to writing a series? Ayan, kasi yung mga may commitment issues dito. So, again, even in writing, there's commitment. Kasi you cannot just, labas nyo yung book nyo, sobrang ganda ng book 1, and then forget all about it. Especially if the readers know that it shouldn't have ended that way. It's correct na the cliffhanger siya, natalo lang someone, but at the end of it all, they know that there's a bigger thing that has to be resolved at the end of the series. And if you cannot commit to that, then dapat don't start na lang writing a series kasi, nasa bottom. Remember the reader. So we have to respect our readers. Kawawa naman, di ba? Iniwanan sa ere, hindi nila alam yung nangyari dun sa book natin. So, remember that. If you're having a hard, if you plan on writing a series na hindi nyo alam kung matutuloy mo, make sure that the setting does not call for continuity talaga. Like for example, it's set in a school, and then yung lives ng students, meron mag-crash doon, tapos there's a conflict and there's a resolution, that it could end already at that point. Don't make it na meron pang bigger plot that needs to be resolved na mga kailangan pa lang 2, 3, or 4 additional stories. So, that's how we should commit to writing a series. Okay? And then, ito, quick check lang to. Quick check. So, mahirap mag-write. Ano ba yung mga guide points ko? So, take a look. This assumes muna kunwari na fantasy. Kunwari, fantasy yung sinusulat ninyo. And then, you say fantasy, may mga dwarves, elves, fairies, pwedeng humans din with special powers, etc. Okay na, from outer space. And then, once na-address nyo na, ano yung type ng mythical creature na gusto kong gawin? Gusto ko ba Philippine setting, mga aswang? What if yung aswang, na-inlove siya sa isang bayan na yan? Yan, mag-isipan nyo yan. Ngayon, every time na gusto mag-propose yung aswang, nahahatin yung katawa ng ano na yan. So, hindi siya ngayon. Hindi matuloy yung wedding nila. So, those are just very crazy thoughts, which, if properly written, could turn into a very good book. Subukan nyo na, don't discard the ideas that you have. And then, ito yung mga importante. This is building character, ability, and weakness. Paano ko i-define yung aswang ko pag nag-transform siya? Ano bang weakness niya? Pag nag-transform siya, narabi lang siya ng dagat. Yun ang ginagawa niya. So that can be part of the story. And then, ano ba yung special abilities ng aswang? Anak pasok siya sa lahat ng bahay, etc. So those, kailangan ma-strengthen nyo how you're writing it. And then where? Saan? Saan sila makikita? Na-mention ko na kanina. Kunwari, pagkasunod naman to, and then identify nyo. Heroic incident, negative incident. It cannot always be positive. Kasi magiging ano na yan, parang mabobore yung readers nyo na, ay, masaya na naman, ay, ang galing na naman yan. Hindi ko nakaka-relate kasi yung tao, yung ibang tao, may mga failure yan. At saka may mga heroic moments. So, dapat perfect balance din yun. Merong natatalo siya minsan, merong nananalo siya, and then it depends on you how you will end the journey. And then of course, yung pinaka-main problem and resolution, kailangan lalabas din yun kasi it is what's going to define the character. Yun yung mag-out talaga sa kanya kung hero ba talaga siya, villain ba siya, or at the end of it all, akala mo mabait, pero sa huli, siya pala yung killer. So these are the things that you need to at least know when you start writing your style. So there. So we've learned the creative writing process, and we've also learned about something about writing a series. So this time naman, ito, just to share with you, kanina when we started, I was introduced that I was able to finish this in 10 years. Why? Kasi may side job ako. So, ganun din. I'd like to encourage all of you. I know na mahirap kung typewriter, di ba? Mahirap pumunta. So, therefore, tuloy nyo lang. And kanina, sa mga tips na nilagay ko, there's something there that you need to form a habit. Parang kailan yung writing time mo, saan yung writing space mo, don't get distracted. Para at least matapos mo man lang yung draft of your book. And then, eto, this is a true story. Almost quit after book 2. Kasi nakakapagod eh. Ang hirap na ng book 3. Paano matapos yun? Kasi cancer ako. I do not make an outline. So therefore, parang, oh my God. And yung story ko kasi fantasy siya. Walang telepono. Yun yung, that's the biggest challenge for me. Kasi na fantasy world, yung pinig ng telepono eh. Eh, may namang characters ko sa north. Eh, yung isa sa inyo nasa south. So, paano sila magkikita? Unless maglalay ka. Yun yung iniiwasan ng mga leaders naman, liars. Liar na storyteller, na parang they made it so easy, na parang nag-meet sila, alam nila dito papunta, and then nakita na yung mga characters ko. So, yun yung nahihirapan talaga ako. Kasi kailangan ng Marisol, pero yung characters ko nasa north, hindi nila makapagtawagan. Ngayon, natin, saan yung drug mo? Kasi yung ways mo so I can follow you. But for this fantasy world, they don't know where the others are. And that's what I resolved in the book as well. And then this was published in August 2022. It started 2012. It only got finished in 2022. So 10 years, imagine. But a writer's journey is always different from the rest. So it could be different naman for you. So that's why just keep writing. You keep writing, and then later on, you'll get your book published then. And by the way, before I end my talk, I'm also here at booth B18. In case you have additional questions about writing and writing a series, please visit us. Visit me later there. I can also sign the books for you if you want to get it. And then, just to share something else with you. Ayan. Ito po, ano lang, flex lang ng quality. So, na-feature na din po yung book ko sa ABS-CBN at sa ANC. Last December, kasi nag-join din po ako ng mga events. So, this one got me good publicity naman about my books. And then, on the next slide, ito, kung meron po ba ditong writers na? Kung mga writers na po kayo, meron po kasi yung YouTube channel na meron sa interview creatives. Whether artwork yun, or about written works. I'm very happy to, and be honored to have you on my YouTube channel. Kasi I always want to share what other writers know to my audience. So makikita niyo po dito, ayan, crypto fan and author. Kasi kanina nga po, when I was introduced, I'm also in IT. So that's why very close to my heart yung mga cryptocurrencies. And then I used my YouTube channel din to tell the world about the stories. So kung meron po kayong time, listen to my audiobook. They're available for free on YouTube. Medyo may konting pagka-robot lang po yung magkabasa. Pero at least andun na siya. And then on the next slide, ayan. Ito po yung mga na-interview ko na creatives. So, it would be a great honor for me if I can also feature you in one of the talks. I also have some sessions there about top 6 tips to finish your book. If you can also click and subscribe. So I pause now po if you have questions about creative ideas and learning it in Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying